how to handle group sets.
Yeah, so I think like day game is inherently a little bit different to night game when dealing with group sets, in the fact that logistical availability is probably going to be a lot worse. So what I mean by that is if you're approaching 4 girls during the day, the chance of you actually pulling one of those girls is going to be really low, because 4 girls, they're probably hanging out, right? They're probably going to dinner, they're probably going to like watch a movie, they're doing something, right? It's very rare that you're going to have 4 girls and then you approach and they're like, oh, we've just finished up our coffee, we're all leaving, right? So I think the first thing, and this is just like generally whenever you're dealing with like groups, and I think this is like the biggest mistake students make, is you need to address the group, okay? If you're just trying to talk to one girl and you're ignoring the friends, then you're going to get like, I don't even like the word cock blocked, because it's not even cock. This is normal social behavior. If I'm hanging out with my friends, like me, like Pat, if we're hanging out, we got a couple of boys, and someone else comes into the group, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is my friend Josh or some shit, right? It'd be really rude if me and Josh just had like a one-on-one conversation and I just turn my back to everyone, right? It'd be super rude. And so it's the exact same for girls. Like if you're approaching 4 girls and you're having like a one-on-one conversation, it's actually incredibly rude for that girl to do that. So any girl with any sense of like social normity is going to like tell you, hey, I gotta stay with my friends. All the friends are gonna like interrupt and be like, she's coming with us, right? So this is the first thing. Like I think too many guys instinctively are like, oh, I got fucking cock blocked, man. These girls are bitches. Like, fuck it. It's like, no, this is not. So that's the first thing you just need to understand. This is normal. You got to address the group. And then I think the second biggest mistake guys make is they treat all the girls the same. So you need to really make it clear to the girls who you're going for. So that means you treat one girl flirtatiously and you treat the other girls like friends. You don't treat everyone like a friend. You don't treat anyone flirtatiously, because what happens here is the girls become jealous, they become unsure. They're not going to ruin friendships over you. So make it very clear. So go in, address the group. Number 2, pick your target, let them know. Simple statement of intent. Hey guys, your friend here, exactly my type. She looks amazing, right? Nice and simple.
Yeah. There are good points. I mean, to just how I would like, I'm always observing and screening before I approach. You know, when I see like 4 girls, as you said, like it's different to night game, because in night game they reach their destination, they are in this venue, they're pretty much static there. But during the day they move somewhere, they go somewhere, and I observe like how the group dynamic is, the energy level. Are they really heading with a pace, or are they just strolling around the city? Probably when I assume, okay, 4 girls, like it's kind of rare. Like that's why beginners start with day game, because you have like this one gazelle, you know, or maximum like 2 girls going shopping. And but 4 girls on a shopping trip is like, there might be tourists, I assume, or going on an event, you know, for a birthday maybe, or somebody's marrying, or whatever. But I assume there is, or a festival, but I assume they're going to an event, you know, so it's hard to really drag one out, as you say, and pull that one girl. And when approaching as well, the groups, there are 2 ways, as you said as well. One way, you talk to the girl, your target. I hate the term, but to the main girl you have in focus, you know. And then you have to quickly transition to the group, as you said as well, because otherwise you get these cock block scenarios. Or what is, I think, better is you right away approach the whole group, you know, and the whole group. And here as well, like bring in a statement, open-end question, where you can, where everybody kind of is involved, you know, everybody feels like validated at some point, you know, not, you know, because cock blocking, you get cock blocks from those typical girls who felt like neglected, you know, felt like, neglected, didn't get any validation any kind of way, and they're like, okay, let's fuck it up for this young lad here as well. The thing is, when you bring in this statements and opening question targeting the whole group, you get so many different conversational threads, you know. And there's a misconception. Guys always think that by approaching a group set, you have to work more, because it's like there are 4 girls. Actually, when it comes to the conversation, it's like the same invest and effort as you would do one-on-one with a girl, you know, because you get these different conversational threads. They're discussing maybe with each other, and oh no, it's not true what the other girl says it is. You buy yourself time with that, and you take the best thread and continue where you can, I don't know, DHV the best, or which brings you the most farthest. On the other hand as well, sometimes when you have like a main girl in focus and you talk to her, and right away implicit the flirtatious vibe, and she's like not really that much into you. On the other hand, maybe there is her friend who looks as same as her, like as well, good looks, same looks. Maybe at first you weren't even aware because you had this blonde girl in mind, but actually this brunette looking one is even hotter, or actually is more invests more, or is more into you, or is into you. Then of course, by hitting on one girl and already giving her the kind of flirtatious vibe, pretty much fucks it up for the other one who would have been actually into, or who would have been your girl kind of way. So that's why you screen as well when you approach a whole group. Okay, which one gives me the most back? Invests the most. And I mean, that's my take. I don't know how you see it.
I think you made a good point. A lot of guys see a full set as like really difficult, right? And there's a little bit more tension there for sure, right? So when you first start doing it, it might be a little bit more difficult. But once you get a little bit better at doing group sets, it's so much fucking easier, right? Because you go in, you have much more chance of one goal being compliant to you, and that's all you need, right? The other thing is, in terms of attraction, think about how confident you look when you approach one goal compared to 4, right?
Yeah.
If you just go and approach one goal, girls think, okay, you need this level of confidence to get here, right? Especially during the day when she knows you're sober and stuff. When you approach one goal, she's like, okay, that was pretty confident. I like that. Now, if you approach 4 goals, they think, okay, you need this level of confidence. So now it's like so much more attractive. And if you're approaching 4 goals, being super loud, maybe in front of other people, like maybe in a cafe or some shit, now it's even higher.
Yeah.
So like just going in and approaching 4 goals, you now have so much more attraction than you otherwise would have. You have more chance of a girl being compliant to you, which you can use now to continue the conversation. As you said, like you asked a question, like, what do you guys do, right? You got 4 answers now. So it's a lot easier to work with. And so the only problem with the full set is going to be logistics. So you have to screen, like, what are you guys up to right now? And look, if they are going to like watch a movie or some shit, you're just going to have to like build a little bit of attraction, number close your goal. And like, that's kind of what you have to do. Sometimes you will be lucky, right? You will be lucky. And sometimes they will say, oh, like we're leaving, or, we're just grabbing a coffee, then we're going. Then you can just join them, right? Or like take your goal. But most times when I see like a group set, most times my plan is going to be like, get in there, as you said, like pick a goal, build some attraction, DHV, and then like grab the number and try like plan a fuck date from there.
Plan later. And as you said, there was another good point you mentioned, is you don't treat every girl the same way. You cannot be like flirtatious with all of them. And as well, on the other hand, that's why many guys fall into the trap of, oh, but what if her girlfriend, the fat one, thinks that I'm into her because I talk to her? No, it's not. If you give her flirtatious vibes, of course, but you should talk to her as she would be your sister, if you would talk to grandma or whatever. It's like, of course, you give a total different vibe there. And
guys fall into this trap too when it's, say, like 3 hot goals in the set, right? And you go over and you're not maybe used to getting this much attraction, but you've approached a group set now, so you will. And now like these 3 goals are kind of competing a little bit for you, and it feels amazing. And so what a lot of guys do is they'll now flirt with all 3 goals. And it's like validating. It feels nice. You feel like a boss, but now you fucked it up, because trying to like move this forward now is going to be super difficult if you're like 5-10 minutes in and you've showed like intent, or you're like flirting with every goal. Because again, like what's going to happen is the girls are either going to fight with each other, they're going to agree like just to fucking leave. One girl's going to get jealous. It's going to cause like cock blocking. So it is a trap. You have to show intent on one goal, be friendly with the others. 100%.
Well, one time I had a specific occasion when there was a group of like German girls with guys hitting on them, like 5 guys or something. I went there and talked to I think like 3 or 4 girls as well, but in the bar. And the fat girl, she was like, I know you don't find me attractive, and you're out for my friend, and I know I'm fat and I'm not attractive, but you know what? I appreciate you because you're the only guy who talked to me. Exactly. And you should get my girlfriend. You should be the lucky one. She told me, you should be the lucky one who getting my girlfriend. And she helped me really. She was like a tank, like in the field, Guys came. She rejected. No, go away. Oh, and the good 100%. Thing is, when you have a girl as your wing girl, it's better than any wingman, even better than a coach. I can tell you, because if there is some stress, like guys come in, nobody wants to start a fight with a girl because the girl gets the bounce of the guys out. The girl is always in favor.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if you have like, if you start a fight, like both are out, or if or you only or whatever. So that's the thing.
And look, girls know, right? They're not stupid. Like girls know. If you're an unattractive girl and you're with a really hot girl, like they know what always happens. They know who you're going for. They just want some fucking respect. That's all it is. And the other thing is like, don't be afraid to show intent or sexualize to your girl in front of their like friends or less attractive girls. Don't be afraid to like, oh, but I don't want to like look too sexual in front of it. Fuck that, right? Like I will involve the friends in my sexualization, right? I will turn to the friend and be like, hey, listen, what type of guy do you reckon she likes? This is what type of guy I think she wants, like blah, blah. Like I kind of just involve the friends in this. And you're right, like they're not stupid. Like you can just let them know, like, hey, you're friendly, your friend, here's my type. Like there's going to be no unattractive girl sitting there that's going to be like, most of the time, it's going to be like super pissed and annoyed that you haven't picked her. Like she knows what's up. She's not stupid. She just doesn't want to feel like neglected.